Hey guys, welcome back. Here we got the Transaxle, and a lot of people confuse transmission and transaxle. Transaxle is a transmission that has a differential inside of it, or built right into it. A transmission is the one that basically looks like a tunnel with a whole bunch of gears going back from here backwards. So a transaxle is the one that we got in front of us. And this guy, well, it didn't sound good at all once I took it off of the engine, which is the reason why I've been holding back on putting up this video, but I'm going to put it up anyways. It did not sound good at all. It sounded worse than I thought it would sound. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to put a clip right here explaining the difference between the torque converter, which is this one that was in here, versus the torque converter of the Nissan transmission, which I just put on that little cart. Oh, ooh, you hear that? That's not supposed to. Let me check the other one because I got another one over here. Okay, so let me hold on. Check this out. So you see this one actually, instead of, let me put the tripod somewhere else. Okay, so this is the one from a Nissan Sentra. I know the torque converter is fine on this one. Never had any issues with the transmission on this car. Never. But listen. Well, okay. It did move the transmission a little bit, so. But you hear nothing, right? Nothing. Just liquid. You can hear the oil flushing around. That's what you're supposed to hear. Now check this one out. Hope you're ready for this one. Listen to this. That thing is bad. That thing is bad. I'm hoping it's just the torque converter. When I take it off, I'm gonna turn the or try to turn the transmission by turning the shaft here. But man, that sounds horrible. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. That's the problem right there. Sounds like everything inside of it is moving around. So after listening to that, automatically I was thinking, dang, this thing is just horrible. I mean, the way it sounded when I turned the torque converter on the transaxle here, I mean, it sounded horrible. So I immediately sent a video to a few people that I know. Even some of them are really good friends of mine. And they all were telling me, you need to rebuild. It's not a simple torque converter replacement. You're gonna need to rebuild because it sounds like everything inside got destroyed in the torque converter. So as you saw, I mean, and as you heard also, I mean, it sounds bad. It sounds bad. So I'm gonna attempt to do a rebuild on this transaxle. I've never done a rebuild on the transmission. Never done that. Or transaxle. My bad. Never done such a thing. So actually, two of my friends were saying, "Do it." I mean, it's a really good investment to learn or to get the experience in rebuilding one of these things. So who knows? Maybe if it turns out good to rebuild this transaxle, maybe I'll do it on the Nissan. Even though the Nissan works, but you know, who knows? Um, yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. And I will be seeing if I could mount this transaxle on my engine stand and drain the drain the transmission fluid in the differential fluid, which is two separate uh yeah, that word. So since it's that case, and also by putting it on the engine stand will actually help me remove the pan and anything else underneath the pan. I mean, inside the pan. I can't even talk now. Because according to the repair manual and according to videos that I've seen already on how to rebuild this transaxle, you basically got to remove everything that has to do with the oil pan or around that area. After you do that, then you can basically set this on the table like it is right now and take off everything else. But I need to do that, and since I don't have a work table for transmissions, because the work table for transmissions has like a little edge that runs from side to side, and it's got like a little hole for you to let the transmission fluid drain through there straight to a bucket, just like this one. I don't have that facility with me, so I better off just put it on the engine stand, put the big drain pan. Let me show you what I mean by the big drain pan. I mean like that big black square thing. I'll put that directly on the bucket and just let it drain into the bucket while I take everything else off. I'm going to see if I can do that. If I am able to do that, let's just say if I'm able to hook it up and nothing happens, I'll show you guys. I'll put a video about it. And who knows, maybe if I fail and something, maybe a part around here breaks, then I'll put it up and, you know, lesson learned. Right now, transaxles for that Camry, rebuilt, completely rebuilt, we're looking at around $2,500 with, and I'll probably correct myself on the screen here, with 3 years of warranty. About $2,500 for 3 years of warranty. That's a little bit pricey, knowing that it's a 2000 Toyota Camry. It's not a 2010 Toyota Camry. So I'm thinking that I'm better off just doing it myself. Maybe, you know, that way the investment won't hurt so much. Yeah. Unless I destroy the transmission accidentally while rebuilding it, well, you know, that'll be on me. So maybe if that were to happen, I'll bite the bullet, you know, and get another transmission. Looking up a used transmission for that Camry, we're looking at $500 to about $1,000. I've only seen two options. One of $500, which with shipping, handling, and a lift gate, it's gonna run me close to like $800. Um, so no warranty, and it is from a crashed Toyota Camry in the northern states. So it's gonna be rusted probably. It's gonna have rusted out parts. Probably will. And it's got what 120. It says 124,000 miles. I found that on eBay. Um, so it's a gamble. If I were to buy that used transmission, I don't know how the car was used before. So it could have been abused. It could have been maintained. I don't know. The only way to find out would be throwing the money away, putting the transmission in, and hoping for the best. Yeah. Even though I had someone say, if you were to buy a used transmission, you're still better off rebuilding that used transmission because you don't know in what conditions it is in. Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the plain truth right there in your face. The thing is that involves a lot of money. So there's different options, and I'm probably going to go with the cheapest route, which is doing the rebuild myself and saving some money in that way. So we'll see. We'll do our best here and keep you guys updated with all of this. Meanwhile, I do have my truck here. It did rain pretty good. Excuse me. It did rain pretty good, as you can see all the puddles here. So I still got the rotor here, the one that got burned. Haven't done anything. It rained pretty hard, and we're gonna get more rain. It is sunny outside right now, but that's just temporarily, and I'm not gonna do anything outside just because of that, So that can wait for a little bit. I'm gonna get back on this and a lot of things I got going on. So I'll keep you guys updated as soon as I can with everything that I have going on right now.